Steps to look at before you start thinking of applying for any position that come across your way. Before you go anywhere else, there are still few things that you need to check on your checklist. So here we go. Let's start with the step number 1. How are you, everyone? My name is Sam and I'm the head of recruiter at Creative CV. I'm also the managing director at Talent Crafters Recruitment, where we deal with recruitment of different fields. We don't choose where are you looking for a job, who are you, or where did you hear us from. So first, if you want assistance from us, you need to have a CV from us, Creative CV, where you get CV writing, LinkedIn optimization, cover letter writing, then different packages depending on the package that you choose. So most of you people, you have been applying for so long time, and now you are also confused, like, okay, how to apply for the proper way of applying for a job. But these are the checklist of 4 major things that you need to look into before you start thinking of applying, even when you see a job. Check these 4 things first. Then you will now tell yourself that you can be able to apply for a position. Number 1, make sure that you've got a CV that represents you, a CV that communicates with you. When we're talking about a CV that communicates with you, you also need to understand that there are 5 different types of CVs out there. Where are you applying? The company that you are applying for, are you targeting international companies? Or you are targeting only African companies? Or wherever you are you targeting in your region or in your country or outside? Think of that before you do anything else. Here we are now talking industry-wise. Now, when we're talking about only in Africa, we talk about CVs. And I've seen there was someone who was on LinkedIn saying, no, this resume, it's what, and I see it was even mixed up. Then I put a comment to say, the fact that you started with the date, you are messing up the resume, because the underlined word here is a resume. There is a very big difference between a CV and a resume. Resume, you need to Google that term very well. Then you understand it is not our term that we use here. It's a document that is used outside Africa. Here in Africa, we use CVs. And when we're talking about CVs in Africa, now put yourself, who are you? Am I executive? Am I a graduate? Or am I a professional? These are also steps that you need to think of. Now, writing a CV requires focus, requires research, requires understanding. Who are you? What's your target? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Then you sit down, you put it in the paper. That's why there is a lot of CV revampers out there, but there is only chosen few who can do this the proper way. Now, when you start doing this, you are aligning certain things. Your qualification, your achievement, your memberships, your publications, and your experience and skills. They come together to form a document that is called a CV. So now, this document, when you go for interviews, is the same document that is going to be used, and it will never change. So the situation now, your document will never change. So you will never change your answers in the interview if your document, it is based on the true you. That's why most of you people, after you go for interviews, then you fail those interviews, because the answers that you're now giving in the interview, they are now different from the answers that you gave us in the CV, because the CV is one that you have. So think before you start applying. Now you look into your CV, the structure of your CV, the wording, the format of your CV, then the design of your CV as well matters at the same time. I had a client that says to me, hey Sam, look at the CV that you posted, the resume that you posted, and the one that you did for me. They're different. And I was like, yes, they are. Look, you actually say the CV and the resume. So they are already different in terms of this is CV, this is the resume. They communicate in a different way. Then she understood, and we proceed from there. Number 2, after you are done with your CV and everything is fine, What's the length of a CV? Come on, at least 4 pages is enough if you are an executive. Professional, 2-3 pages, it's okay with you, right? Executive, 4 page, it's enough. Don't go beyond and above. Otherwise, you are already making noise in the ears of the recruiter if they get to get your CV. Remember, we are all bound with one thing that is called ATS. So ATS simply means applicant tracking system. So when you apply on the positions, you always go through that situation and you always face the stumbling block that is called ATS. So you are done with your CV. We put it on the side. We say therefore. Number 2, you look into your CV, into your cover letter now. What you put in your CV, it must be all in. Some people, they call it application letter. Some people, they call it motivational letter, though they are different. But now you look into your cover letter, coming from your CV, then you generate a cover letter that comes from there. And it's just 1 page that really aligns with your CV. Once you are done with that, we proceed to step number 3, which is now to look into your LinkedIn. What you put on your CV must be on your LinkedIn and must be in the cover letter as well. These are the steps that you need, and these are major 3 steps. The last step now, which is what you normally do and what normally gives you limitation when it comes to looking for a job. It's called recruiters database. What does the recruiters database works? What does it has to do with you? Are you a recruiter? No. So what does it has to do with me? It has everything to do with you as you are a job seeker and it affects you a lot. So step number 1, this is what you do. When you are done with your CV, your cover letter, and your LinkedIn, now you come to the part. That's why always you need a recruitment agency to help you with your CV, because now, from the time that you started working, like for an example, maybe you started working in 2005, up to now, you have been writing CVs and you upload them. Most of you people, you tailor CVs to fit every position that you see, which you must stop immediately. Stop that. Because now you have been applying using these different CVs each and every time. They get installed in the database. When they get stored in the database, how many of you people who has come across the situation of saying, good day, you apply for so and so position and unfortunately you don't qualify for that position. Then in your mind, you crush your mind to say, did I even apply for that position? No. Did I even come on? And the position is even a junior position. So how come they say I applied for this position? Where do they get information from? It is the database that just give that information. Say, oh, this is the CV that the client, the candidate has. So come on, push. So the database pushes the CV, and at the end of the day, you messing things up for yourself. So don't ever make your CV to fit every position that you see. Align your CV according to the qualification of publications, achievements, skill, and experience. All put them together. You write it in the professional or in an executive way that accommodates everything. You will see the results and you will see the change. So now when you see that, okay, you know, you have been getting this message that I say. So now you need a professional to go in and delete all your old CVs and put a new CV. Then you will see the change from there. What I'm saying is coming from an experienced person who has got 9 years experience in recruitment. And I have seen this. We have been doing this thing and people come and testify that they have seen the result at the end of the day. What are you waiting for? Come to Creative CV today. Let us help you find a better job, good paying job. A better job is not only a job that can just, you can just wake up and go to, but it is a job that gives you joy, happiness, and ching ching. Are you a recruiter? Are you looking for a platform to post your jobs? Are you looking to get enough candidates that suits your position? Please contact us today or go to our website. You will see a recruiters platform where you can now just post jobs, and then you can also help you to shortlist, and you get easy steps to just get candidates easy, faster, and in a hurry. Our database is got more than thousands. So it's a very huge database that you recruiters want. Thank you so much and have a good day. Looking forward working with you.